All right, good evening, everybody. It is 8:30 on the dot. How about that for being ready and prepared and all around? Just here we go. For tonight, if you are new to the channel, I am in the middle of what I call a Breakers Club, which is basically I'll say, roughly month-long event where every Tuesday night I bust a bunch of boxes and people pay one price and they get all the cards of their team from all the boxes spread out across 4 or 5 weeks, depending uh, on the Breakers Club. So tonight we are in night number 2 of Breakers Club. We busted a bunch of boxes last Tuesday, and now we're back again. Good evening, Ben and Super Gadget. Glad you guys could make it in. We are going to tonight, as a preview, we're going to bust 4 boxes. We've got a box of 2022 Select, which should have 4 hits in it, 2 autos and 2 memorabilia. We will bust a box of, this is a mega box of Panini Prism from 2021. 4 cards per pack, 8 packs plus a bonus 12 card pack, and there should be an autograph in this. We will also bust the Topps Chrome Platinum Anniversary Edition from 2021, although I think this was released last year, with the 1952 Topps design. We've done one of these before, but this will be for this particular Breakers Club. And we're going to start with the big boy in terms of volume, the 1998 Series 2 Collector's Choice. This box was actually a request for the Breakers Club. I put out a call actually before signups and then again during signups for what boxes do people want me to try to track down, and this was one of the requests. Very specific for Series 2, if I recall correctly. So here we go. For those that have followed me on my blog or something like that for a while, you probably know that I am a huge fan of Collector's Choice. So when I was a kid, this was the set that I collected, mostly for 2 reasons. One, it was a fun set, and 2, it was a set that I could afford. And perhaps the afford should be point number 1. So there's your empty box. Because this was available at, for me, I got my cards mostly at my local CVS, and I've told some version of this story on my blog a number of times, but I would walk there and from where I lived as a kid, and save my dollars or whatever it were, and buy myself some Collector's Choice. And believe it or not, let's turn this light on and see if that helps tonight. My first ever completed set from PAX was actually Collector's Choice. So I'm excited for the throwback sort of idea here. And the 98 set is actually, well, I like them all, but the 98 set is very nice. So here's, if you're not familiar with this, you get classic Upper Deck photography. This was when they still were doing really nice photos. And what I always loved about Collector's Choice in particular was on the back, you got a second photo. Oftentimes the back photo is better. And most of the cards, maybe all of them, I don't remember now, had like a did you know, like a little trivia. And then also if there was room, you get a nice write-up and you get, a decent amount of statistics. I can't remember if it's full career stat or if they only go up to 10 years. I don't know. I don't remember. But anyways, very nice cards. So we've got a lot of these to get through, though, so I'll try not to go too slow. Hey, Kevin. Good to see you. So we're going to start off with, my camera doesn't want to focus on him, but John Valentin for the Red Sox. And, yeah, these are going to be every which way. But there's Dante Bichette for the Rockies. And you can see even, second card in, we get some interesting photos. Mark Gardner, Giants. Eddie Taubensee for the Reds. Nice play at the plate card there. John Mabry, Cardinals. Jose Vizcaino, Dodgers. Tony Bautista, Diamondbacks. Roberto Hernandez for the Rays. We've got a Ken Griffey Jr. outfield. Now, I think these are, nope, this was just a subset, I guess, for the Mariners. Ray Langford for the Cardinals. The Stars Upper Deck used the silver borders. Those aren't parallels. They're just part of the base set, but they kind of differentiate the stars of the time compared to just the regular players, in Upper Deck's opinion. And another star of the time, Brady Anderson for the Orioles. And then I believe these are one per pack. These are the Star Quest cards. There's singles, doubles, triples, and homers, I think. I didn't actually collect this particular one. I collected the foily. There's like blue and red and whatever. I did collect some of that. But we've started off with Nomar Garciaparra for the Red Sox. So that's your collector's choice. This is a set collector's dream kind of set. Again, you just get so many great photos, good information. There are some inserts. I didn't actually look at the pack odds. That's Upper Deck. They probably don't tell me the pack odds anyways, so we'll see what we end up with. Reggie Jefferson, Red Sox. Damian Easley, Tigers. Sterling Hitchcock, Padres. Got Brett Boone for the Reds. Ian Tiber for the Pirates. I don't recognize that name at all. Jeff Conine doing some jump rope. See, that's fun for the Royals. I enjoy that. We've got Kevin Stocker for the Rays. We have a Gabe Alvarez rookie class. Nomar Garciaparra, part of that subset. And here's one of those inserts that are super fun. It's like a bobblehead-esque thing where you're supposed to punch this out and pop on the head to the body there. And this is Travis Lee. You can see the directions for those. I always wanted to build this set. And in fact, someday I still might try to. I've traded away most of my cards from this set, I do believe, but I may try to track those down. They're not super rare, but that's going to the Diamondbacks. Pretty cool. Our StarQuest card is going to the Phillies. We've got Scott Rowland. And our last card out of this pack is Mo Vaughn signing autographs during what appears to be a spring training game. So don't expect any relics or autographs, but do expect some fun stuff on the base card and insert side here. So we got BJ Surhoff for the Orioles. Starts off our next pack. I don't like that the cards go every which way. Brian Moeller for Detroit. We've got, again, fun, Andy Ashby fishing. I don't know why he's wearing a fishing pole in his uniform, but he is. Chad Ogia, Indians. Jermaine Allensworth, Pirates. Moises Alou, Houston. We've got Yamil Benitez for the Diamondbacks signing. And behind him is Dennis Springer, Rays. Good evening, Andrew. Juan Gonzalez for the Rangers. We've got Mr. Tony Gwynn. Cool shot for the Padres. We have Nomar's base card. Another cool shot. And our StarQuest is Ben Grieve for Oakland. I'm going to keep the other inserts out there. And then we get just an ad card, which will be good packing material. So what do we think of Adam? Good to see you. We got a nice crew in here tonight. Good evening, everybody. If you missed the very beginning, we're just getting started here with our Collector's Choice box. And then we'll be opening 3 more tonight, 3 more boxes. So got a lot of fun stuff on tap tonight. Bernard Gilkey for the Mets. Delino DeShields, Cardinals. Felix Heredia, Marlins. Jamie Wright, Rockies. Mike Lansing, also for the Rockies. Carl Everett, Houston. Aaron Seeley, Rangers. Cards aren't always stuck together. Like, they're not sticking, but they're a little tough to separate sometimes. Darren Fletcher, Blue Jays. There's an A-Rod. We've got Kevin Brown for the Padres. And behind him is Pedro Martinez for the Red Sox. And our StarQuest is Mo Vaughn. Another ad card. All socks you need. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, I really like this set. Like I said, when I was a kid, I actually think I only collected Series 1 from 1998. I don't know why. Maybe my CVS stopped carrying this set for Series 2. So I actually don't have many Series 2 cards. It's one of those sets that I really ought to go back and just finish or collect. So who knows? Maybe I'll find a box of this for myself someday. Paul O'Neill, Yankees. Although they aren't cheap considering there's no autographs. Steve Finley, Padres. At least the one I found. Cliff Floyd, Marlins. But I do love the photography. There's a nice Will Clark sliding in for Texas. Pedro Stasio, Colorado. We've got another play at the plate. Jorge Fabregas for Arizona. And for the Marlins, Derek Lee. We've got Jeff Suppan, Diamondbacks. There's an Andrew Jones. We've got another one of these bobbing head cards. I think that's what they called them. I don't remember for sure now. But Cal Ripken Jr. for the Orioles. Who was Baltimore? Super Gadgets Baltimore. There we go. Very nice. I think those cards are fun. We've got a You Crash the Game, Matt Williams for the Diamondbacks. Oh, we got back-to-back You Crash the Game. So we got a Diamondbacks, and we got Fred McGriff for the Rays. I think if you go on Baseball Cardpedia, at least for other years, and look up, they actually tell you which one of these cards were actually winners. And our Star Quest is Tino Martinez for the Yankees. Adam says he's pretty sure he's a complete set of this one. They aren't stuck together exactly, but they have a lot of friction when thumbing to it. Yeah, they're not chipping or anything like that. Kevin says this seemed like a dark time for the Mets. Yeah, the late 90s. Well, 99 was good for the Mets, right? They beat the Reds in that one-game playoff. A little bitter about that still. Joe Girardi, Yankees. Greg Vaughn, Padres. Bobby Higginson, Detroit. Rich Armorall, Seattle. Dwight Gooden as an Indian. I don't remember him being an Indian. I also would have told you that he didn't play into 98. So, shows what I know. Cecil Fielder, Angels. Bubba Trammell, Rays. And behind him is another Ray, Terrell Wade. We got Roger Clemens with what appears to be a palm tree in the background. So he's not posing in Toronto. Barry Bonds, love him or hate him, there he is. Sammy Sosa. And our Star Quest is Mike Piazza. And this is going to the Dodgers. They do have the team logo on the back. I guess he'd been a Dodger for a while by that point. Adam says, speaking of Mets, John Allrood's card is in this set as one of my favorite. Okay, well, we'll have to, maybe, I don't think I pulled that one, did I? I don't remember the name. Let's see here. We got Jason Giambi for the Athletics. For the Giants, we got Darryl Hamilton. Brian Hunter for Detroit. And look like on the back, it's a nice celebration card. Mark Gardner for the Giants. Travis Fryman, Cleveland. Jim Edmonds, again, just unique. Angels. Brian Anderson, Diamondbacks. Randy Myers, as I believe, a Blue Jay, yes. Again, goofy, fun. We've got Jose Cruz Jr., just lounging in the grass for the Blue Jays. Randy Johnson, the big unit. We've got my boy, Barry Larkin. Very nice. I think I have that card, but still, I'll take it. And Tony Gwynn for the Padres is our Star Quest. Who we got here? Scott Spiezio for Oakland. And behind that is Kirk Ruder, Giants. For the Tigers, Raul Casanova. And for the Padres, Sterling Hitchcock. Geronimo Barroa for Cleveland. We got Walt Weiss for the Braves. We have a checklist. Now, the checklist on the front has Tony Gwynn, and on the back, it has Ken Griffey Jr. So I will randomize this between one of those two teams at the end of when I sort the cards out. Dave Martinez for the Rays. We've got Fred McGriff for the Rays. Our next bobbing head card is Nomar Garciaparra for the Red Sox. That's 3 of those we've found already. And behind that, for the Indians, Sandy Alomar Jr. And we have a Todd Helton double. So these are rare. You can see it says double down here. The light from my shining bright, but you might be able to see double, and there's also 2 foil icons there just to compare to the singles. I only have a single and it says single there. So they pretty much look the same otherwise. So they're not easy if you're just glancing, but these are rarer. It's a different foil. Like the background is shiny, and it's a different technique. They are different. I don't know if you can tell from my camera, but holding them you can definitely tell. So we'll add that to our slightly more special pile. Let's see. Kevin says, I hope to pull it. I will try. We got great names. Yes, so many good names. Ben Morse dislikes how some of the white borders. Well, the silver borders are for the star players in Upper Deck's opinion. So that's, I think it was for kids to like kind of know the better players and that they were, you know, just a better card, but I'm not sure if that's exactly why. We've got Ray Durham for the White Sox, and what a fabulous photo. I mean, that's just the infield dirt. But just the angle of it and stuff. I don't know. There's so many cards like that. Dave Burba, pitcher, but batting. You're not going to see those anymore. Pitchers batting, I mean. Lee Stevens, Rangers. Mark Clark for the Cubs. Charlie Hayes, Giants. We've got David Segui for the Mariners. Tony Fernandez for the Blue Jays. Mike Kelly for the Rays. There's, see, Upper Deck thinks it's a star. Andres Galarraga for the Braves. Hideo Nomo for the Dodgers. Most of their silver borders I would agree with. And 3 in a row. Tim Salmon. Of course we'd pull a Tim Salmon. And we got another StarQuest single, Roger Clemens for Toronto. They shouldn't have done away with Players Club parallels. I'm happy that they did away with the silver and gold signature parallels. I never found those to be that exciting. Mike Cameron, White Sox. We got Omar Vizquel. Again, cool photo right there. I like the sky in the background too for the Indians. Bobby Witt for the Rangers. Bobby Witt Jr. now is the star for the Royals. Kevin Tapani, Cubs. Oral Hershiser, Giants. Rob Nen, Giants. Roberto Hernandez, Rays. Behind him is rookie class Mark Johnson for the White Sox. We've got a Chipper Jones for the Braves and a Greg Maddux for the Braves. Bobbing head. And we got Matt Williams for the Diamondbacks. And our StarQuest is Cowderkin Jr. for the Orioles. Pretty nice. So for my Breakers Club, I say this often, but worth repeating. I do try to have at least a box or 2 that are more base card centered, and at least a box or 2 that are more hit focused. So obviously this is a base card box, but I think it's a really good one. Desi Relaford, Phillies. Desi Relaford, Phillies, back to back. I was going to say collation had been good up to that point. Gene Palmer, Royals. Jim Eisenreich, Marlins. Jaime Navarro or Jamie Navarro, I'm not sure. White Sox. Charlie Hayes for the Giants. We got a rookie class Shane Monahan, Mariners. The rookie class card's not many of those didn't make it. Wilson Alvarez, Rays. Greg Maddux, Braves. Andy Pettit, Yankees. Behind him is Greg Maddux, base. And our StarQuest is Jose Cruz Jr. for Toronto. Next up, Greg Jeffries, Phillies. And Greg Jeffries, Phillies. 2 packs. We've had 2 in a row of the same player. Kevin Appier, Royals. Ron Gant, Cardinals. Kind of interesting photo. Scott Sanders, Detroit. For the Giants, we got Oral Hershiser. Andy Stankiewicz for the Diamondbacks. We have a Bruce Chen rookie class. Matt Williams for the Diamondbacks. Kurt Schilling for the Phils. We have a You Crash the Game Albert Bell for the White Sox. I don't love these. It's a cool idea, I guess, but I don't love the design of those. A little too busy. And how about that beautiful Ken Griffey Jr. StarQuest? What a great card. I don't think I've actually seen that card before. This is making me really want to collect Series 2. I'm quite certain that I only have maybe 30 cards from this set. Greg Jeffries is a Royal in my mind. Yeah, there's a lot of players that are, belong to a certain team as I see them. Francisco Cordova, Pittsburgh. Probably like the team they were with when you followed baseball, the strongest or maybe first. There he is again. Mike Sweeney, Royals. Brian Jordan. This will be for St. Louis if I can separate it from the card on front. They're not really stuck. They're just like, I don't know, static or something. Joe Randa, Detroit. Darryl Kyle, Rockies. We've got another checklist. This one will either go to the Diamondbacks or the Diamondbacks. So I'll go to the Diamondbacks pile, both sides of Diamondback. And, well, I can see this one, so let's just do that. Matt Williams, another Diamondback. I don't know what people think of these, but I think they're fun. Tim Salmon, Chipper Jones. Our StarQuest is another Diamondback. Diamondback hot pack here. Travis Lee and Tony Fernandez for Toronto. Jeffries is a Royal. Jeffries is a Tiger. I don't know who I associate Greg Jeffries as a Met, and I'll tell you why. Because of his Future Stars card, Topps Future Stars card. And that's the card I picture when I think of Greg Jeffries. Al Martin, Pittsburgh. Guess what? Al Martin, Pittsburgh. Ramon Garcia, Houston. Todd Solomar, St. Louis. Luis Gonzalez, Detroit. Luis Gonzalez, Detroit. Well, we're not getting good collation here. Kareem Garcia, Diamondbacks. And Mr. Garcia again. Mike Piazza, Dodgers. Then we got Derek Jeter posing in, like, I don't know, a tunnel, I guess. His shirt says, I think it says, "Are you Jeter? Can you Jeter?" I don't know. You're not gonna be able to read that with my camera probably, but I'm not quite sure what he's wearing. And we've got Andres Galarraga, and then our StarQuest is Todd Helton for the Rockies. Again, I like the StarQuest cards. I like the bright foil ones from, I don't know if it was the 97 or the 99 set. I can't remember now. Maybe the 99 set. Royce Clayton, Cardinals. Behind him is him again. We've got Chris Holtz. Interesting angle for a photo. Jump card. Darryl Kyle. Jason Kendall for Pittsburgh. AJ Hinch. Rookie class for the Athletics. Joe Randa. We've seen him before. Another checklist. And behind that checklist is Barry Bonds. If I can get him to separate. Look at that technology. Ricky Henderson. There's another player that people may associate with another team because he played for so many, but to me, he's an Athletic. And Roberto Alomar for the Orioles, and our StarQuest is Gary Sheffield for the Marlins. For the Cubs, Scott Service. For the Indians, Charles Nagy. Will Clark for the Rangers. Tony Womack, Pittsburgh. Wally Joyner, Padres. Scott Sanders, Detroit. Andy Bennis, Diamondbacks. Roger Clemens, Blue Jays. Andy Stankiewicz, Diamondbacks. We have another one of these. Mo Vaughn for the Red Sox. Oh, do you guys like this insert set? Clearly designed for kids, but I'm a kid at heart. I like it. Mike Mussina, Orioles, and we have a single StarQuest Indians, Jarrett Wright, excuse me. About halfway through this box now. Jeffrey Hammonds, Orioles. Jay Powell, Marlins. Ron Gant, Cardinals. Andy Ashby for the Padres. There he is fishing again. Bobby Abreu, Phillies. Joe Carter, Orioles. Rookie class, Ramon Hernandez for the Athletics. Dave DeLucci for the Diamondbacks. Who do we have here? Wade Boggs for the Rays. A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez for the Mariners. Pretty cool card, actually. Kenny Lofton, Indians, and our StarQuest is Juan Gonzalez for the Rangers. Ted says a satisfying feel open of Upper Deck flow. Most of these have opened nicely. Charles Nagy, Indians. Scott Service. We're starting to get more duplicates now. Cubs. John Olerud. What a great shot. I mean, some of these are just Stadium Club-esque, but they're in a kid's product. Chris Hoiles, Orioles. Derek May, Expos. John Mabry, Cardinals. Rookie class, Sean Casey for the Indians. Now that's a cool card as a Reds fan. Casey, of course, got traded to the Reds, I think, right before opening day, if I remember right. So, Andy Bennis, Diamondbacks. Sandy Alomar Jr., Indians. Kenny Lofton, Indians. Juan Gonzalez. And our StarQuest card is Pedro Martinez, a very young-looking Pedro for Boston. Coors Field with the thundercloud. Yeah, there are some great photos. Jeff Fassero, Mariners, excuse me. Marty Cordova, Twins. Rafael Palmeiro for Baltimore. And a number of new players. Mike Matheny, Brewers. Doug Drabeck, there's another pitcher. This guy running the bases, it appears, for the Orioles. It's even rarer than a pitcher batting for an American League team. Kenny Rogers, A's, checklist card. Willie Blair, Diamondbacks. Kurt Schilling, Phillies. There's Mo Vaughn again. A-Rod again. And our StarQuest is Tino Martinez for the Yanks. Casey was a Tiger. He was a Red. Russ Davis, Mariners. Terry Steinbach, Twins. Kind of an interesting shot there. Chris Hoiles, Orioles. There's John Olerud again. The Mets. Another great shot. Joe Carter, Orioles. Chili Davis. That might be the same dugout wall that Derek Jeter was posing in front of. Jay Bell for the Diamondbacks. We've got Darren Ingram for the Reds. I don't remember him. Andy Pettit. Ooh, we've got Fred McGriff for the Rays. Ken Caminiti, you crashed the game, and a single Mike Piazza StarQuest. I have way too many Sean Casey cards. I would, this has probably been 10 years ago now, I decided I was going to reorganize my baseball card collection. So I started to go through my cards, figure out what sets I was going to try to collect, because I am a set collector first and foremost. And then I started setting aside for sets I wasn't going to collect, cards of certain players, and everything else went into my trade bait pile. So there were a bunch of Reds that, I liked. I wasn't really planning to collect, and Sean Casey was one. Adam Dunn was another. And I just kept adding to the piles, and I must have a stack that's almost a foot high of Sean Casey cards at this point. And wow, I liked him well enough. I don't really want to become a Sean Casey collector. So not quite sure what I'll do with those. But anyways, I do have a lot of Casey cards. Kevin Elster, Rangers. Chris Widger, Expos. Ryan Klesko, Braves. It's like 3 interesting photos in a row. Brian McRae, Mets. Jim Edmonds, Angels. We've got Henry Rodriguez, but I'm going to show the back of this card because look at that shot. I mean, that should be on the front, right? Like, that's the one they chose for the front. So you really got, when you get these in hand, look on the checklist there. Look on the backs as well. Quentin McCracken for the Rays. Nomo for the Dodgers. Nomar Garciaparra. I love that shot too. And we've got Wade Boggs. And our Star Quest is Tony Gwynn. Rusty Greer for the Rangers. And behind Rusty is Carlos Perez, Expos. Alan Watson, Angels. Again, they're not really stuck. They're just like clingy. Rick Aguilera, Twins. We've got a Walt Weiss at the batting cage. Benji Gill, White Sox. Albie Lopez, Rays. Oh, a checklist card. Eric Karros, Dodgers. Pedro for the Red Sox. Fred McGriff for the Rays. And our Star Quest is Juan Gonzalez. It's another single. We only pulled one double Star Quest. Like single, double, triple, I mean. Not in terms of duplicate. Sean Green, Blue Jays. Troy Percival for the Angels. Todd Hundley, Mets. Pat Mears for the Twins. Cecil Fielder, Angels. Chris Snopek, White Sox. Gabe Alvarez for the Tigers. Ramon Hernandez for the A's. And behind him is Jeff Bagwell. So that was Ramon Hernandez. And Jeff Bagwell for Houston. We've got Barry Bonds. That head is about real life to size, scale, I should say, compared to his body. Jose Cruz Jr. and another Star Quest, Jeff Bagwell. Again, we've got 3 more boxes yet tonight. But these are fun. I could open stuff like this all day. Brian Moeller, Tigers. Might not want to say every name all day, but BJ Surhoff, just because so many. Matt Lawton, Twins. And again, we've got Doug Jones, mustache extraordinaire for the Brewers. For my Reds, Chris Steins. Not a lot of Reds in this set, apparently. Dennis Springer, Rays. Matt Clement for the Padres. Larry Walker, Rockies. Sammy Sosa again. Roger Clemens again. And a Chipper Jones Star Quest. Yeah, Adam is agreeing with me. He says it's weird, right? They're not sticky, but some kind of adhesion, like they have a non-slip coating. Yeah, you can't thumb through the pack super easily, but they're not chipping or sticking like a lot of 90s stuff does. Like I don't know. It is weird. And my hands don't feel like, I don't know. I can't explain it. Damian Easley, Detroit. Reggie Jefferson, Boston. Pat Mears, Twins. I think we're getting to where we've had most of the base cards now. Troy Percival, Marquise Grissom. I don't know if we pulled him yet for the Brewers. That's an intense photo. There's a red, Pete Harnisch. Darren Fletcher for the Blue Jays. Another checklist. David Justice for the Indians. There's Barry Larkin again, getting the silver foil, border treatment. Nomar Garciaparra, you crashed the game for the Red Sox. And Barry Bonds for San Fran. I guess I'll take the whatever they did to these cards to make them not actually stick as an improvement over a lot of earlier 90s stuff. So I'll take the slightly more annoying trying to read through the packs quickly, but even like trying to just like get those to line on a nice stack, they don't really want to. Kurt Manwaring, Rockies. Lance Johnson, Cubs. Brian McRae, Mets. Ryan Klesko, Braves. Otis Nixon, Twins. Just when I think we've seen all the base cards, we get a pack of mostly new names. Mark Langston, Padres. Terrell Wade, Rays. Come here. Kenny Lofton, Indians. AJ Hinch, Athletics. Sandy Alomar Jr., A-Rod, and Greg Maddux. I will say that it seems like every pack has at least one of the silver bordered players, so you kind of guarantee that you have at least one good player in your pack, so to speak, which I think is good for a product for kids. Willie Green, Reds, and why not do it again? John Wetland, Rangers. Tom Goodwin, Rangers. Rob Nen, Giants. Troy O'Leary, Red Sox. Bruce Chen, Braves. Yamil Benitez. And again, we keep getting cool photos. Diamondbacks. Roberto Alomar, Orioles. And where this isn't even looking at the back most of the time. Eric Karros, Dodgers. Mike Piazza. And our Star Quest is for Frank Thomas. Or is of Frank Thomas, I should say. Not for Frank Thomas. As far as I know, Frank Thomas is not in our group break. Next pack, Dante Bichette for the Rockies. John Valentine, Red Sox. Rick Aguilera, Twins. Alan Watson, Angels. Todd Walker, Twins. Wally Joyner, Padres. Jeff Suppan, Diamondbacks. Travis Lee, Diamondbacks. Jim Thome, Indians. Nice sunglasses there. Roger Clemens for the Blue Jays. Andrew Jones for the Braves. And Larry Walker for the Rockies. It's our Star Quest card. So I'm glad so many of you were able to join me tonight. Again, we're almost done with box number 1. For those, I'm seeing the number of people watching go up. So if you just are joining in, we will be busting 3 more boxes yet. Delano DeShields, Cardinals. Bernard Gilkey, Mets. Matt Matheny, Brewers. So this pack is mostly new players. Rafael Primero, Orioles. Jose Vizcaino, Dodgers. For the Pirates, Ian Lieber. Tony Saunders for the Rays. Carl Pavano, Expos. Barry Larkin for the 3rd time, I think. There's a Tony Gwynn for the Padres. And jump card there. Our Star Quest card is Kenny Lofton. We have another You Crashed the Game, Andrew Jones. And Nomar Garciaparra. Just a few more packs here. Hopefully I've pulled what everyone has hoped I would pull by now. Steve Finley, Padres. Paul O'Neill, Yankees. John Jaha, Brewers. Mike Lieberthal, Phillies. There's our jump roping Jeff Conine again. For the Pirates, we get Jermaine Allensworth. Dave DeLucci, Diamondbacks. Tony Bautista, Diamondbacks. Sammy Sosa. Jim Thome. Vlad Guerrero, Sr. You Crashed the Game. And Mark McGuire for St. Louis is our Star Quest. Next up, Greg Vaughn, Padres. Joe Girardi, Yankees. Eric Young, Dodgers. With a baseball hitting the ground right there, like he's leaping over it. Kind of cool. George Williams, A's. Moises Alou, Houston. For Cleveland, Geronimo Barrero, I don't know. Dave Martinez, Rays. Behind him, Kevin Stalker for the Rays. Pedro for the Red Sox. David Justice. Ken Griffey Jr. And Vlad Guerrero. Oops, that goes there. Let's see, what do we got? 4 packs left, I think, counting this one. Daryl Hamilton, Giants. Jason Giambi, A's. Chan-Ho Park, Dodgers. Some new names here. Mariano Rivera, but I have to show the back just chilling on a Yankee boat. I think he's on a boat. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what to do with some of these cards, but it's great. I love it. I don't think I've ever seen that card before. Carl Everett, Astros. Again, when you get your cards, look at the back. The backs can be just as good as the front or even better. Travis Fryman, that's a cool shot too. Randy Myers, excuse me. Brian Anderson. We've seen him, I think, already. Nomar again. We've got a Jose Cruz Jr. Tino Martinez. Not sure I called that name yet. And Travis Lee double for the Diamondbacks. Oh, now we have 4 packs left. Apparently there's one hiding on this. Upside down. Kirk Ruder. Giants. Try to go a little bit faster through the last few. Scott Spezio, A's. And then we get one I haven't seen before. Todd Hollandsworth. Dodgers. No reason to rush it, I suppose. Dwight Gooden. Talked about him already. Derek Lee for the Marlins. Bernie Williams, Yankees. Mike Kelly, Rays. Bubba Trammell, Rays. Mo Vaughn for the Red Sox. I really didn't want to separate. Larry Walker for the Rockies. Roger Clemens for Toronto. And we've got an Andrew Jones single. All right, 3 more packs for this box. And then we'll move on to the next. Omar Vizquel, Indians. Mike Cameron. That's a great shot in the front, but I like the shot in the back too. Just good stuff all the way around. Ed Sprague, Blue Jays. We've got David Cone, Yankees. Tom Goodwin, Rangers. Mark Johnson, White Sox. Pedro Stasio, Rockies. Jorge Fabregas. Who's that? For Diamondbacks. I'm going to guess that, I don't think. Brady Anderson, Orioles. Jeff Bagwell, Astros. We have a Barry Bonds. The camcorder again. And A-Rod single. All right, last 2 packs. I'm going to get a huge stack of cards for me to sort here. Dave Burba, Reds. Ray Durham, White Sox. Alex Gonzalez, Blue Jays. Tim Naring, Red Sox. David Segui, Mariners. Mike Lansing, Rockies. Wilson Alvarez, Rays. Behind him is Aaron Seeley, Rangers. Mike Mussina, Orioles. There's a Tim Salmon. Jay Buhner, you crashed the game. And single Derek Jeter for the Yankees. And one more. Michael Beatrice. I think for every Nomar card from now on should be said like you're from South Boston. Nomar. I actually am terrible with all accents, so, you know, yeah. Lance Johnson, Cubs. My brain can't hear accents very well. I don't know how else to explain it. Kurt Manwaring, Rockies. Rich Armorall, Mariners. James Baldwin, White Sox. Mark Langston, Padres. It's actually a good thing as a teacher, Jim Eisenreich, Marlins, because I get, you know, we have international students at the college where I work and stuff, and I find that I'm able to understand them those students a lot better than many people, because I actually don't, for whatever reason, I don't really hear accents. And that's the best way I can describe it. Obviously, I know they have an accent, but I don't know. It's weird. Shane Monahan for Seattle. Tino Martinez, Yankees. And our last couple of cards, we've got Scott Rowland for the Phillies. Mark McGuire, you crashed the game. And our final card of this box is Paul Konerko for the Dodgers. So there's your stack of base. Let's see if I can get that in front of the camera. That's a lot of sorting right there. I am proud to say I have last week's cards all sorted. And if you happen to read my blog, or if you're interested, I did do a box write-up of saw in one of the boxes. The Upper Deck box, I think, is the one I did. And that is on my blog, I believe, today. I actually wrote it last week, but it took me a while to scan everything. I think I finally posted it today. So if you're interested, we got a lot more of these things than I was expecting out of this box. I might try to track a box this down for myself. I enjoyed that. And I think I want to build this set. I'm pretty sure I don't have most of Series 2. Okay, let me move this out of the way and we'll get on to the next box. What do you think? Should we do this one next? This is the Topps Chrome Platinum Anniversary Edition. All right. So this is another box more designed for the set collector than the person who's super interested in relics and autos. We actually busted a couple of these in a previous group break that I hosted, and I really liked them, so I went and found another box. So here's your empty box. Got a piece of styrofoam in it, but I'll show you. There you go. Empty box. Got styrofoam back in there for now. All right, so these packs will be much quicker because there's only 4 cards in the pack, and they'll be shinier because it's Topps Chrome. So once again, good luck, everybody. We begin with Austin Riley for the Braves, Brady Singer for the Royals, rookie, Gene, I should know how to say, is it Tenace? I feel like I should know how to say that, but I don't. And for the Mets, right off the bat, pulling a Met refractor, Gary Carter. It does say refractor in the corner there. I'll try not to miss these, but you know, sometimes. Oh yeah, this is a huge set, but it's still for a set collector. If I had more money, I would collect this set. I love it. I love the mix of current players and rookies and retired greats, and the design is, of course, a classic, and I like the Topps Chrome treatment. I love everything about this set other than the fact that, you know, it's not really affordable when you try to actually collect the full thing. But a richer me would do that. D. Strange Gordon for the Reds. I'm pretty sure we pulled that same one in the last break I did. Dalton Varsho, Diamondbacks. Another Met, David Peterson, rookie this time, and Alex Bregman. That's not a refractor. Just almost looked at. Gene Tennis. Is that right? Tennis. Huh. So Kevin asked, what makes a product more for a set collector? So to me, this is my definition, but a product that's designed for a set collector is one where I would say the focus is on the base card. So they can have autographs and they can have relics and whatever. Like that's fine. And I think most modern sets almost have to attract people. But like Topps Flagship, right? The main focus on that is supposed to be the base cards. Now, Topps has gotten away from that some years, I would argue, lately, but I still think that that's mostly true. There's a nice Mike Schmidt for the Phillies. We've got a Jorge Ona for San Diego. Harrison Bader for the Cardinals. And we have I don't know what kind of parallel this is, but it's sparkly and black and white. Dick Allen for the White Sox. So like this set has parallels and stuff, but you know, I would say that it's, I don't know, it's close to being a set collector set. It might not be all there because they're only 4-card packs. I could understand someone nitpicking with me, but I would, I would say it's for set collectors, just richer ones than I am. Moises Alou for the Expos. That'll go in the National Slot, of course. Monty Irvin. Jonathan Schoop for Detroit. And Louis Tiant for the Red Sox. Again, I like the mix of old and new here. Will Craig, Pittsburgh. Rougned Odor for Texas. Behind him is Jake Woodford for St. Louis. And we have a refractor, yep, of Rafael Marchand for the Phillies. Not a name that I know a lot about. Ben says he bought into break for this for hopes of a Pudge auto. I'm guessing from your tone that that didn't work out. I don't even know who's on the autograph set for this. So Joey Gallo, Rangers, Carlos Correa, Astros, Albert Pujols, Angels, and we've got a shiny green thing, greenish blue, Nick Senzel for my Reds. That's pretty sweet. A Ruben Sierra auto. Okay. I think that this particular box is like, I don't know what they call it, like the light version that had like specific. Oh, it says right in the box what this is. This is a black and white mini diamond parallel, I think. That's my guess. Could be wrong. It says that find 4 of those inside this, so that's my guess. Nico Horner, Cubs. Eddie Rosario, Cleveland. Mark Canha, Athletics. And there's another one of those black and white. Santiago Espinal, rookie for the Blue Jays. Yeah, so these are like special to this type of box. I don't know if this box even has autographs in it. It probably, oh yeah, there's a chance, but it's not promised. Ketel Marte, Diamondbacks. Tom Glavine, Braves. Oscar Mercado for the Indians. And we have a Blue Jay, Marcus Semien. This is a, I'm gonna say it's gold. I don't know what the official is, but it's numbered out of only 25. If I can get the camera to focus on that or not. But it's right there. Come on, camera. You can do it. Well, you have to believe me if you can't see it, but it's 14 out of 25 for the Blue Jays. We'll sleeve that right away. Very nice. And shiny. Yeah, I think these are the whites. Which basically just meant they were a little more affordable. Tommy Edman, Cardinals. And again, I think the fact that they made a light version is more for the set collector. There's a nice Ken Griffey. I had not seen this card before for the Reds. There's Tim Salmon, because of course. And how about a Bob Gibson refractor? St. Louis. Yeah, Barry Larkin is in this set. Ben says he'd like a Pudge parallel. Larkin is in this set. I've actually bought a few of the Larkin parallels off of eBay over the last year. So I do actually own, I don't even know if I own the base card from the set, but I do own a couple of the parallels because I've purchased them. Justin Upton for the Angels, just because I like the design. Sandy Alomar Jr., Padres. JD Martinez, Red Sox. And Luis Patino, rookie for the Rays. Robinson Cano for the Mets. There's a beautiful Jackie Robinson for the Dodgers slot. Nick Solak for the Rangers. And for the Cardinals, Kwang Hyun Kim. Black and white diamond. We should get one more of those still. Ooh, we have multiple colors here. All kinds of stuff in this pack. So we've got Joey Bart, red rookie, numbered 14 out of 100. 14 out of 100. Going to San Francisco, the Giants. I'm trying to look through my list of who has what team quick. That's going to Nick. Nice Joey Bart, rookie out of 100. And then for the Cubs, this is going to Ben. We've got Javier Baez. This one is numbered out of 199, a very shiny blue, which is perfect for the Cubs. So pair of nice parallels there. I'll see those in a second. We've got James McCann for the Mets, Jose Valverde for the Tigers, and Josh Reddick for the Astros. And if you're playing along at home, that was a 5-card pack. So my guess is we weren't supposed to get both of those parallels in this pack. But some sort of packing error, in this case, in our favor. We got 2. 4 more packs. Ben, I'm going to try to pull you a punch parallel. Although the odds are pretty stacked against us of getting any specific player with such a large set. Shane McClanahan, rookie for the Rays. Gary Sanchez, Yankees. Alec Bohm, Phillies. And Anderson Tejada for the Rangers. Makes up for all the 3 base cards I've gotten from the set. Yeah, we're trying. Rocco Baldelli, Rays. I also like how the logo changes depending on the player and when they played. We've got, this is another 5-card pack, by the way. Alex Vezia, Dodgers. Miguel Yajuri, rookie for the Pirates. Colton Wong, parallel, not numbered, but for the Cardinals. And a refractor, Jose Valverde for Detroit. So I did get a Tiger parallel. 2 more packs here. This pack is super thin, so I think one of those cards that went in the other pack. Yeah, we only have 3 cards here. Ron Guidry, Yankees. Aristides Aquino was supposed to be good for the Reds. He had 1 good month. And Jordan Alvarez for Houston. And our last pack. Only missing 4 for the Texas team set. Not bad. Nick Heath, Royals. Cesar Hernandez, Indians. Mauricio Dubon for the Giants. And our last card is our final black and white diamond parallel, as they call them. And that's George Springer going to Toronto. So that's your box. Pretty good box. I don't think we could ask for a lot more. We had, these are the refractors I've noticed. Gary Carter, Rafael Marchand, Bob Gibson, and Jose Valverde. Not bad names. And then we had some others. Springer, Colton Wong, the Baez numbered out of 199, the Bart out of 100, the Semien out of 25, and the Senzel was not numbered, but I bought the Larkin and whatever that parallel is called, the bluish green one. So no Barry Larkin base. Pretty sure I need that still. Maybe another time. All right. 2 boxes down. 2 more to go. What shall we do next? How about the Prism? We'll save the Select for last because that is supposed to have 4 hits in it. Ben Morris says he's only 594 cards away from completing the set. Not bad. About 400 more group breaks. If you keep claiming different teams, you might get there. Not if you keep claiming the same team, though. That's not going to help much. All right, so hashtag who do you collect? Tell you what we don't collect is Panini baseball products anymore. Too soon, Panini? So dump those out. There's your empty box. And here are the regular packs. And then for some unknown reason, you get an extra large bonus pack. Guess we'll do the bonus pack last. Hey, I'm glad I added a Ranger you needed. Works for me. All right, so Prism. Devi Garcia, Yanks. Tyler Stevenson, Reds. And right off the bat, we have a rookie autograph, Kyle Cody, going to the Rangers. First pack, first auto. Well, we should only get 1 auto as promised, I think. Going to Texas. And our stargazing Juan Soto for the Nationals. Adam says, what's going on with Panini? Isn't Panini like they can't make baseball cards anymore, right? Didn't they lose like everything? Isn't that why there's no... Like, I thought they were supposed to have Donruss, and didn't that get canceled? I could be wrong. Could be totally wrong. But usually that's out by now, and I haven't seen any sign of it. Bobby Dahlbeck, Boston. Mickey Moniak, Phillies. We've got an old school Bob Gibson for St. Louis, and we've got a green Deivi Garcia going to New York. Green Prism parallel. Let me sleeve the auto just so I don't forget real quick here. Try to do that when I pull those. I don't know. I thought that that's why I read about Panini. I could be totally off. In which case, I'm sorry, Panini. DJ LeMahieu, New York. Ozzie Smith for the Cardinals. Jesus Sanchez for the Marlins. And Luis Garcia for Washington, rookie class. Oh, doing okay for Texas. Getting an auto. Justin Verlander as an Astro. Nick Madrigal, Chicago. Luis Castillo as a red. And we've got a Prism, their version of the refractor, Alek Manoah for Toronto. Yeah, Fanatics has the license and they bought Topps, but for some reason I thought I read, and again, I could be totally wrong, that somehow did Panini in for baseball. I don't know, is the Donruss set coming out? Because usually I do a group break of that, and I haven't seen hide or hair of it. Oh, they just delayed it. Okay, 6-2. That's a lot later than normal, I think. Logan Gilbert, Seattle. Brandon Woodruff, Milwaukee. Kohei Arihara, Texas. And Christian Robinson for Arizona. All right, so I guess I'm wrong. I'm used to being wrong. We've got something green coming up. Clark Schmidt, New York. Travis Blankenhorn for Minnesota. We have a fearless Rafael Devers, and our green parallel is Mike Piazza for the Mets. Going to New York, that's a tier 2, whatever that means. Mike Piazza. So Deivi Garcia. Tier 2. I don't know what tier 2 means, but that one has it on it. Those don't. So there you go. Oh, we got lots of information going on here. Let me catch up. Ben says Donruss. Okay, 6-2 for Donruss. 23 Prism is now 621. Super Gadget says it did get delayed. Select is 619. So June's busy. Shifting to prospects and legends since they don't have the player. Okay, so Ted says that they don't have the current player license. Maybe that's what I got confused by. And Kevin Brady's happy. Better than tier 1. And Ted's got his information from Cardboard Connection. That works for me. Thank you. See, I can just be wrong, and then you guys can correct me, and then I can sound smart next time. Max Scherzer, Washington. Evan White, Seattle. There's a Jose Altuve for Houston, and a Sluggers, Giancarlo Stanton. It's kind of a cool card for the Yanks. And our last regular pack. I have no idea what's in the bonus pack, so I guess we'll find out momentarily. Paul Goldschmidt for St. Louis. Jazz Chisholm for the Marlins. Dustin May for LA. And we have an emergent Wander Franco Prism parallel. Pretty cool. Nice Wander. And now this thing. This is supposed to be a 12-card bonus pack. And that's all the box says. Doesn't open as nicely as an upper deck one, I can tell you that. Okay. Whoa. We got all kinds of shiny. Apparently bonus pack means parallels galore. Trevor Story for the Rockies. I'll see if they're numbered. Francisco Lindor for the Mets. Another Met. Cal Ripken for the Orioles. That was a surprise. Javier Baez for the Cubs. We've got this is a cool looking parallel. Dalton Jeffries, Oakland. It's like green and orange. I like that. I like the look of those. Daniel Lynch for Kansas City. They're not serially numbered. Yu Darvish for San Diego. Gleyber Torres for New York. And then this shiny blue, Trevor Larnach for Minnesota. Also not numbered. Frank Thomas, Chicago White Sox. Travis Blankenhorn, Minnesota. And we finish off with Jose Altuve for Houston. Kind of like getting 12 parallels all at once. There's, well, that color. Pretty. Pretty. All right, so the other ones that we pulled here, Mike Piazza, etc. And then our auto, which we were promised one, Kyle Cody, rookie auto for the Rangers. Good last 10 minutes for my Mets, says Kevin. Yeah, see, it ebbs and flows, these group breaks, Kevin. You know, just when you think you're down and out, all of a sudden it can only take, sometimes it's just one card. All right, and our last box of the evening. You hear that noise in the background. My wife must have printed something because the printer is right next to my desk. This is a select box. Supposed to have 2 autos and 2 memorabilia cards on average. 5 cards per pack, 12 packs per box. And how do we open this thing? This way. So they're all just every which way in there. Not the best packaging solution that I've ever seen. There's your empty box. And then when I pulled those packs out, there's that thing. All right. Let's try to stack them up a little neater, shall we? Oh, apparently they don't want to stack up neatly. Okay. So this is the last box for tonight. Again, we have probably 2 more nights of Breakers Clubs, I'd say, still yet to come. So come back for more next week. And again, thanks to everyone for hanging out tonight. This was a good group and a lot of fun for me. So thank you. But we're not done yet. TJ Friedel, rookie for my Reds. Kyle Tucker, Houston. Ozzy Albies, Atlanta. These cards are very shiny. Gleyber Torres, New York. And we have an Edmundo Sosa for St. Louis. That's numbered out of 199. And the red parallels look pretty good for the Cardinals. I will sleeve that one in a moment. I'm hoping for good stuff out of this box because this was not a cheap one. Mike Yastrzemski, Giants. Jorge Polanco, Twins. Josiah Gray, rookie for the Nationals. Anthony Rizzo for the Yanks. And a blue parallel numbered out of 149 for Arizona, Zach Gallen. Let me grab some more sleeves here just to keep these nice for everybody. So 2 packs, 2 numbered parallels, not bad. Oh, we've got the names of those parallels. Michael Pietrus, Carolina Blue, Cosmic, and Teal Wave. Thank you, Michael. Now, will I be able to remember those? Probably not, but I'll try. Brandon Lowe. Wow, I don't know. For the Rays. Casey Mize, Detroit. Chris Taylor, Los Angeles. We've got a Miguel Cabrera. That appears to be a parallel, but it's not numbered. And a numbers, Nolan Ryan going to Texas. Got Nolan Ryan, one of those players you got to kind of see what team the company, whoever's making the cards, put him on. All right. Next pack, Max Scherzer, New York. Mets. Charlie Morton for the Braves. Logan Webb, Giants. We've got another one of those patriotic-looking ones, Rhys Hoskins, and a Select Stars, Anthony Rizzo. Not numbered, but going to the Yanks. So still looking for the 4 hits. For the Pirates, Brian Reynolds. And for the Pirates, Rodolfo Castro, rookie. Angels, David Fletcher. Another Pirate, Brian Hayes. When's the last time you opened up a new product with 3 Pirates? And we've got a refractor, whatever they call their prism refractor thingies. Greg Deichmann of the Cubs, rookie. Next pack. Luke Williams, Phillies. Frankie Montas, Oakland. Hunter Renfroe, Milwaukee. We've got a select Carlos Correa and a select refractor of Jake Cronenworth, which I guess they call Prism. This one says Premier level on the back. I don't know what that means. This pack feels thicker just from grabbing it. It's because it is thicker. See that in there? Let's bump the back card up to the front, shall we? We've got Ronald Acuna Jr. for the Braves, Tyler Mahle for the Reds, Alex Kirilloff for Minnesota, Yu Darvish for San Diego, and our first relic is a very large Spencer Strider for Atlanta. Now, even though it's a plain white, you're not getting cheated at least. There you go. Going to Atlanta. Pretty nice. I will have to look for my larger sleeves. I think I have some somewhere. This is pretty thick. This pack also feels thick. And that's because it is. So back-to-back packs, I assume, with the relics. We've got a moonshot Babe Ruth. Wasn't expecting a Babe Ruth in this set. From Milwaukee, Tyrone Taylor. For Detroit, Matt Manning, rookie. We've got Francisco Lindor for the Mets. And for the Phillies, numbered 53 out of 199. Ooh, Hans Kraus. It's a relic and an auto. Now that's a beautiful looking card. Got the team colors. The little relic bit's not boring. It's got the stripe on it at least. There's a sticker auto if you're nitpicking, but overall, that's a nice card. Going to the Phillies. Phillies. Who has the Phillies? Michael Price has the Phillies. So there you go. Very nice. I like that. This one also feels thick. And again, this will be our third hit in a row. Let's do this first. En Fuego, Jacob deGrom. Justin Verlander, Houston. Colton Wong, Milwaukee. We've got a Paul Goldschmidt for St. Louis. And an Andre Jackson numbered out of 299. Rookie for the Dodgers. So same design as this one. Auto with the relic. I like the Phillies one better because of the pinstripe, but I do like the looks of those. Pretty nice. So we've pulled 3 relics and 2 autos, so who knows what the fourth card will be. We're supposed to get 2 of each. Andy Ibanez, Texas. Pablo Lopez, Marlins. Willie Stargell, another name I didn't expect to see for Pittsburgh. Jose Abreu, White Sox. And we've got a green. This is numbered out of 99. Matt Olson for Oakland. And again, what a perfect color parallel for the Athletics. Getting it in green. Going to Oakland. Oakland. Where is Oakland on my list? Going to Super Gadget. Congratulations. I'll sleeve that one. That was numbered 95 out of 99 for those playing along at home. This might be our 4th hit because the pack feels thick. Yep. These are not hard to pack search. I'm not even trying. We've got a Select Star Xander Bogart Prism, I believe. Yep. Tyler Stevenson for the Reds. Glenn Otto for Texas. Lucas Giolito for Chicago. And for the Royals, look at that patch. Or bit of cloth, I guess. John Heasley for the Royals. The Royals getting some love. Let's go into Ted. There you go, Ted. What a giant. You get 2 or 3 of those, you can build yourself a Royals jersey. That's a lot of blue. I do like that. It looks like it had like a something like was there. I don't know, stitching or something. Kind of cool. These are nice. These are nice relics. Very nice. All right, one more pack. Doesn't feel thick, so we've got Liam Hendriks for Chicago, Luis Arias for Minnesota, Andrew Benintendi for Kansas City, another Pirate, O'Neal Cruz rookie, and we finish off with, why not, Babe Ruth. Prism. Yep, shiny for the Yanks. So there's your box. Pretty good stuff. We had 3 numbered parallels. The Zach Gallen out of 149, the Sosa out of 199, and the Olsen out of 99. And then we had 2 rookie auto relics. And then we had 2 patches, both very large. So there we go. Very nice all the way around. Pretty fun break, I think. Hopefully everyone got something good, or hopefully if you felt like maybe last week not as much for your team, this week was better, or vice versa. Again, want everyone to end up happy when all said and done. So hopefully that will be the case. Thanks to everyone for hanging out with me. This was a lot of fun. It was really nice to get so many people in the room. Definitely appreciate the chatting and the information. And yeah, we've got, I think, probably 2 more weeks of this yet to go. So that one price for lots and lots of boxes is paying off dividends for many of you, especially after tonight. We got a bunch of nice cards, I think. Yeah, I think that's going to end it for me tonight. I've got to get some sorting done, and then hopefully I'll see you all next week. Yeah, thanks to everyone. Have a good night. And we finished in pretty good time, considering that was 4 boxes, so not bad. I'll be talking to you guys later. Bye for now. Have a good night. Thanks again.